Hi, this is Michele, Zaragoza, team leader, Central Valley, Lodi, Stockton, Tracy, Modesto, and Manteca. And we are on with Michael Lewis Marketing Suite, and we're just chatting it up a little bit right now, masterminding on how to get new listings. And Carlos, share with us your different mindset right now on your approach.
I'm just, we always talk about with buyers having that, the American dream of being a homeowner, but I've been focusing on sellers that bought at the right time, that have a lot of equity in their homes, and just really just approaching them in a way of looking at it as a financial decision. They can really cash out right now if their ego's not going to get hurt, and they're okay saying they might just go rent for a while, because we're all hearing about the bubble coming soon. But if they can cash out and they bought at the right time, they have 200,000, 300,000 in equity in their home, why not sell and cash out? It's like playing the stock market, and just get your money, get it out of it, and live it out for a little while, and then maybe down the road, a year from now, a year and a half, depending on when this supposed the bubbles hits, maybe come back and buy at that time and have a little bit more money in their pocket. So that's
I think it's incredible how you're approaching it from the financial side and the business side of it. Because when we were chatting it up, Carlos and I meet twice a month, and it's for the person who truly looks at this as an investment, as a house, not a home, right? So with me, I know what he's saying, but I love my home. However, I can make a lot of money right now if I was a little smarter, right? But I don't know, it's got to be like the act of God with me. However, the way you're approaching it, like if it was just, like my brother or my husband, they'd be like financial, the business side of it. I'm more emotional. So if you can tackle the financial side of it with the person who's selling, oh my gosh, it's an ingenious way of doing it. What did you say? Rich man, poor dad. Rich man.
Yeah, rich dad, poor dad.
What book?
He looks at
rich
homes.
Dad, poor dad.
Yeah, he looks at homes a lot as they're most people don't see it, but there are in a lot of cases homes are a liability. But if you can use it and make it an asset, sell it at the right time, it becomes an asset for you. So it's just a way of looking at it a different way, looking at being a homeowner or a seller in this case as a strict financial decision.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much. Does anybody have any comments on that? Regarding approaching listings in a different way. Miguel, are you on yet? I'm on my cell, so it's not easy.
I have a comment.
Yes, Steve.
So we also need to figure out a way. There's a lot of investors right now that would like to take their cash and go, especially with the tax situation uncertain right now. But the biggest challenge they're having is if they sell, which a lot of them want to, is where do they go from here? So there's nothing else to buy. Even myself, I've had a couple of rentals I thought about, but it's like, what else do you buy? So we need to kind of brainstorm a little bit and think of where else they can go. Rather, it's moving their money, depending what their tolerance is for risk, out of state to get more income or something. But if we can solve that little problem there's a lot of investors sitting around waiting and would be happy to sell if we gave them a solution on where they could buy it.
Yeah. So true, because I know there's a lot of people who do want to sell, but they're afraid to sell because they want to make sure they can buy.
Right.
I have a listing appointment tomorrow for a family that they listed in 2018 and it expired. They changed their mind back at that time. And I just approached them like, for them, they when they were listing, they were thinking about going out of state to Las Vegas. And so I actually have a listing appointment with them now, because now that, they were willing to sell at that time. It didn't work out, but they're thinking of doing it again and cashing out a little bit more. And yeah, they're going out of state. They're getting ready to retire. So that's kind of what I'm looking for right now, trying to find those sellers.
Well, I think it's important to also state what we chatted about was you got to take the ego out of it, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm going to sell, but I'm probably going to rent for about 6 months to a year. till I can actually buy, right? Because we all know this market's all up and down. It's just the way it is. We've been doing this. I mean, I've been doing this for, somebody said 3 decades. I don't even know if I wanted to hear that, but anyways, yeah. And so it is up and down constantly. So it will become a buyer's market, but they have to put their ego aside in order to rent. We were just chatting about this. I haven't rented since I was 21. And I don't know, so you have to really, if you're going to attack it the financial way, which Carlos, I think that's amazing. They've got to be okay. They do. Yes, no. Okay, what time is it? I want to protect everybody's time. 11:08.
Did you send that piece or no? You did send it to the agent. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I'm going to mute you, Norma, which I can't. So you guys are going to really watch yourself and mute, because I'm working off my phone and my laptop until we get my charger. So I was going to say I'll buy that house, Norma, but I'm joking. Anyways, okay, you guys, this is something that we've been working on for a long time with Michael Lewis and Trish. And Michael Lewis is, we go way back, because when he first came and presented to the region, it was my very first regional meeting. And I believe it was your first regional meeting too, as well, Michael, right?
Yes, it was. Well, maybe.
Yeah, and we just connected.
The first one or two.
And I believe that we both decided our goal in life is to make sure both of us are very, very successful.
Well, absolutely.
Yes. Anyways, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Maybe there's a delay.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can. Yeah.
All right.
Yes. But anyways, we've been working on this for a while. I think it's important for you all to know that it's all about you and keeping you in your 20%. And I was chatting with Michael and Trish, and also with Brian Halstead, how agents just don't have time to do what's necessary when you get a listing, or when you're working with a buyer, or when you're doing your lead generating. And so it's our job to make sure we get you in the right position and get you the support that you need throughout the whole transaction, and that'll allow you to stay in your 20%. So without further ado, here's Trish and Michael from Michael Lewis Marketing Suite.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Michele. Yeah, we are super excited to be on this morning and launching your Market Center's Marketing Concierge Dashboard. As Michele mentioned, we have worked really diligently with your leadership teams to create these dashboards. Today, what you're seeing here on the screen is actually Stockton's dashboard, but I want you all to know that you each have your own Market Center dashboard. So we have KW Lodi, marketingconcierge.com, KW Manteca, marketingconcierge.com, as well as KW Modesto, marketingconcierge.com. So just a little backstory of how these dashboards came to be. I'm sure most of you are familiar with michaellewismarketingsuite.com, and that is our traditional ordering store website, and you still have access to that. And we still have thousands of agents across the country who, are utilizing that platform every day. But what we continue to hear from agents and leadership is we just want a place, one destination that we can go and just have everything done for us. And so that was really the starting point of these Marketing Concierge dashboards. And your leadership team, jumped on these right from the get-go and said, we want to be able to give this platform to our agents. And so today we're here to introduce you to your Market Center's Marketing Concierge dashboard. And this is truly that destination where everything is done for you. So the way that it works is, and you have a lot of different options here, but what I want to start out with is talking about the $125 list to close marketing package. So for those of you who have may have utilized the marketing bar, this is that $125 done for you list to close marketing package. So if you wanted to come to your dashboard and place the order for that, you would simply click on the box, $125 complete list to close marketing package. You're going to see everything that it includes. Now, I do want to mention, if you have not received your login and password to the marketing bar. That's going to be something that you need to do before you can place the order for those packages on the dashboard. So you see here, it says, please note first-time users must call 310-606-2029, extension 2 to get your free login and password. Once you've done that, you will set up your profile one time in the marketing bar. And then this would be the step for you. You get a listing, you're going to come into your dashboard, and then you will simply choose from one of the 4 design packages. So you have package A, you have package B. Again, all of the packages include the same marketing assets. They just have a little bit different look and feel to them. Package C, and then KW's brokerage standard. So let's say that you decide, you know what, I like the brokerage standard. This is the package I want to order it. You're simply going to click on the image, and it's going to take you right into the ordering page for the marketing bar. Then all you have to do is simply upload your MLS detail sheet, give us a link to your professional photographs, place your order, and in 24 hours, you are going to receive a completion email from our team that includes all of your print-ready files, all of your social media files, a digital magazine of your listing. It's also going to include a command landing page of your listing, and we will post your listing to your KW Connect groups. So that's really where we started out on the Marketing Concierge dashboard. Was let's make sure that we're building everything around the $125 list to close marketing packages, because those have been so well received and utilized by agents throughout the country. But then we realized that, hey, there's going to be agents that maybe don't need an entire list to close marketing package, and they may need just some a la carte items. So we also included the ability for you to order a la carte brochures, a la carte postcards, a la carte flyers. So same idea here, you want an a la carte flyer, you simply check that box. You're going to scroll down here, decide which flyer you want, click on the image, and then again, upload your MLS detail sheet, give us a link to those professional photographs, and we're going to create your flyer for you. Now, we know that there's a lot of areas around the country where the market is sizzling hot right now, and you may not need all of those print files for your new listings, but you might want a social media package. So we've also created a $50 social media bundle. So if you want a social media package for your listing, you go in here. The social media bundle is going to include our team creating your flyer for the listing, giving you both the PDF for printing and the image for that. We're also going to create your command landing page for your listing. And within that completion email that we're going to send out to you, we're going to embed that for sale flyer into the email and make that clickable to your command landing page. So that's a nice package for those of you maybe not needing all of those print ready files for your listings. You can also order email signatures. Same concept, you go in here, simply scroll down, and you're going to select the email signature you want, click to order, fill out the information, and our team is going to create that for you. You also have the ability to order business cards. Also set up a custom branding appointment. So for some of you, you may need a logo created. You may need, maybe you want to create your own Brandbox and have it powered by the marketing bar. You can actually go in here, click on set up a custom branding appointment, and then you can either call our custom graphics team directly, or you can email them to set up an appointment. For those of you who may not be familiar with Brandbox, this is for the agents who love the marketing bar 125 list to close marketing packages, but instead of selecting from one of our standard design packages, you can actually have our custom graphics team create your own custom brand for you. We have two different options here. The first option is package number 2. And this is for those of you who already have a custom logo. So what we do here for a one-time design fee of only $400, we take that existing logo and using the color palettes that were used to create that along with the design elements, we're going to create a custom email signature for you, a custom 2-sided business card, and then we will custom brand all of the marketing assets that work within the marketing bar. So then when you go in to place your order for the $125 list to close marketing package, you won't select package A, B, C, or the brokerage standard. You're going to select agent brand, and then we'll know, oh, Norma Halstead, her and her team have their own custom brand, and then we will use your custom pieces within your marketing bar order. The only other option here is package 1 for the custom marketing bar pieces. And this is a one-time design fee of $640. And this is for you, those of you who don't have a custom logo. So here we're also going to create your custom logo for you, your custom email signature, your custom 2-sided business card, and then once again, custom brand all of the marketing assets that work within the marketing bar. Some of you may want your command website personalized. So again, you can go in here and you can scroll down and you can actually, for a one-time setup fee of $299, have our team personalize your command website for you. There's also a number on here. So if you have any questions, sometimes we have agents that will call in and they're like, I think I've done some of these things, but I'm not quite sure. So, and we can absolutely do a screen share with you, take a look at your command website, determine, have you done everything that can be done in terms of the personalization, or are there additional things that we can help you with? So again, super easy for the ordering process. Also, most of you know that we have listing presentations and a buyer consultation available for you in that michaellewismarketingsuite.com site. But again, some of you may love the idea of these presentations, but don't want to do the personalization yourself. So if you would like us to personalize your listing presentation or buyer consultation, you can come in here, scroll down. This is going to be a one-time setup fee of $125. Just click to order. And what's nice about this is you can actually then go through and see what these presentations look like. So maybe you go in here and you're like, I think I might like that traditional listing presentation. Click on the image, and then you're actually able to scroll through and take a look and see what that presentation is going to look like. And then if you'd like to have our team personalize it for you, we can absolutely do that. Okay? Do you like what you see so far? Give me some thumbs up. Give me some whatever emojis or whatever we do here on Zoom. All right. Again, same thing with the Personalize My Buyers consultation. We also have agents that we know love to have campaigns created. So we've done a couple of, we've done a prospecting 12 direct. So same concept here. You can actually go in, scroll down, and then you can click to order, and you can actually decide which pieces you want our team to create for you. You will fill out the information, put in your designations, put in your information, and we can create your prospecting 12 direct campaign for you. Along those same lines, we've also created a brand builder campaign. So for those of you who may want to expand your brand, maybe start getting some more brand recognition in your area, you can actually go in here. There's actually 18 different touches for you to choose from. You can choose 10. Our team will then personalize those for you. They can also brand those to match your logo. So they can change out these color boxes to reflect the colors within your logo. And then upon approval, your command will be, or your campaign will be loaded into your CRM of choice. And we can also schedule your campaign to post into up to 3 professional social media accounts for you. Also, maybe you want to order a name badge. The Michael Lewis Marketing Suite, we have in the M bar, we have a marketplace. So we've partnered with some really very trusted vendors that we've done business with for years and years. One of those happens to be Nice Badge. So we've also put an area on your marketing dashboard for you to be able to order your name badges. And as an MBAR member, you will enjoy 10% off of each of your Nice Badge orders. So again, same concept. You can come in here and you can go ahead and order your name badge directly on the dashboard. And then finally, something else that we have created is get set up for command and tech help appointment. And you have your tech dude that you all have access to there through your market centers. So you can actually go in here and you can go ahead and schedule an appointment directly with Brian to set up a command and tech help appointment. So I've kind of showed you a lot in a very short amount of time. I know our team have been answering questions on the chat, but if anybody has any questions, you want to unmute yourself, we'd be thrilled to answer those right now for you. Do you like it?
Someone just texted me, what is the social media bundle? If you can repeat.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, the social media bundle is just a little smaller package for your listings. And so what the social media bundle consists of is our team will create your for sale flyer for your listing and give you the PDF for printing of that along with the image. We're also going to create a command landing page for your listing. And then in that for sale flyer, or excuse me, in the completion email, we're going to embed your for sale flyer into that and then make that clickable to your landing page. So then you can just simply forward out that email to your sphere of influence via your CRM of choice. So it's just a little smaller package that really focuses on social media rather than the print assets for your listings.
Got it. Thank you. And in order to do this, they go to the Concierge website, right? And do they have to call the 800 number first to get a login?
So I would just recommend that everybody go and get this login right away. I mean, you're only going to need that login if you make an order for the 125 listed close marketing package or the a la carte items, the flyer, the postcard, or the brochure. But we always suggest go ahead and get that set up right from the get-go because it'll just be easier. So when you do get a listing and you want to go in and order that 125 list to close marketing package, or you need to order a flyer, it's already been set up for you. Everything else, you'll place your order directly on the website. So if you wanted to do, say, the social media bundle, when you go in here and you click to order that, what you're going to do on these items is you will enter your information right here on the dashboard. So you wouldn't need to get your login and password to the Marketing Bar site, but we just suggest that everybody does that right from the beginning because also something when you are a Marketing Bar member, we actually create monthly holiday social media posts for you. So every month you're going to have a beautiful holiday social media post created for you. And we can even personalize the footers of those for you. And that's just for, you know, calling in and signing up and getting your login and password to the M-Bar. So you can have a beautiful holiday 12 direct by just doing that. But as I mentioned, for the social media bundle and the other items, you can just come right in here. You'd fill out your, information, and again, give us, upload your MLS detail sheet, give us a link to your professional photographs, and you can place your order directly from the site. And that will include your payment information here on the dashboard itself.
Trish?
Yes.
Once you have the branding and the headshot, do you guys save that for the next time the customer orders, or do you?
For the Marketing Bar, yes, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And the great thing about it, Brian, and that's a great question, but we're always going to, on all of your marketing assets, we're going to include your Market Center's DBA branded logo for compliance. And then if you have your own personal logo, then we obviously include that too. But we always make sure that Market Center's is on there as well, just so you're compliant, obviously, with your Market Center and also KWRI.
Very good. Hey, that listing presentation is fantastic.
Absolutely, it is. And the great thing about that, Brian, is the listing presentations have been created in PowerPoint. So upon completion, and once you've approved your listing presentation, you are going to have that in PowerPoint. And so, moving forward, if you want to make any modifications to that, you absolutely can. But then you can also take that and say, upload that into a platform that allows you to create digital magazines, and then you could create that as a digital brochure as well.
Hey, Trish, could you give me a peek at the buyer's presentation you guys have?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go back here.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, so there is one buyer's consultation. There are two listing presentations, Brian, and I do want to mention that the listing presentations and the buyer consultation, those are available in both English and Spanish. Here, wow. Yeah. So buyer's consultation, again, scroll down, you see I've got a buyer's guide here. This is the English, and then we have the Spanish. So let's click on the English here, and then we can flip through the buyer's presentation. And I'm telling you what, this is gorgeous. And really, I always like to say with the presentations, we create them in a way that you can really personalize these as much and or as little as you want. So we've put really good, powerful content in there, allowing you to just kind of take it and roll with it. But if you want to personalize it, you know, obviously you're going to want to personalize it with your testimonials, with your bio, with your picture, etc. But they are very comprehensive, and we've put a lot of really solid information in that you can use. Any other questions, comments? Do you love what your Market Center leadership team has worked so diligently to provide for you?
Okay, this is when you're supposed to unmute yourself and like really share your love right now.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's nicely put together, and I think very simple. It seems very simple, which is what we need. Simplicity.
Good, and it really is, and that's what we've done, Renee, is we really want to make this super simple. We don't want to, you know, we don't want there to be a lot of steps that go into it, because really at the end of the day, what we want to do along with your leadership team is allow you as agents to concentrate on your most dollar productive activities. And that's not marketing. I mean, it is out there prospecting, it's working with buyers, it's working with sellers. And take this off your plate, let us handle this, leverage as much as you can through us, and then, you know, do what's going to put dollars in your pocket.
Exactly.
Hey, Trish, another thing from Brian.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that everybody's missing is the monthly newsletter that came when we were part of eEdge. Do you guys have something like that you could add to this, or?
You know, we don't. And Brian, what the trick is with the monthly newsletters is that it's the content. And, you know, so since we work with agents, you know, all over the country, it's really hard to come up with standard content that could be, you know, easily used through, you know, throughout the country and all geographical, you know, geographic locations. And so that's always been something that we've had a lot of people ask us about, but it's really hard to make like a standard boilerplate that everyone can just easily plug into. So there are platforms for that. And while Michael and I, we'd love to be able to provide and do everything, at the end of the day, we've always just said, let's really concentrate on, you know, what we do best. And we feel like if we can stay in that sweet spot, we can best support, you know, all of you, our agent partners.
Yeah, I understand. It'd be bad to say winners here. Make sure your oil tank is full and you got
Yes.
your shovels.
Absolutely.
Hey Tish, this is Irma. I have a question for you. If
Hi,
I
Irma.
was to purchase a listing presentation and I personalize it and then I pay for that, if I get another listing presentation, is that the same price, or how does that work?
So really, this is kind of a one-time thing, Irma, because what we're going to do, again, and we're going to provide that to you in PowerPoint. So then moving forward, you're going to have that to edit however you want. So if you want really us to kind of do the initial setup for you, if you do need to make any modifications down the road, if you know, say you get a new headshot, or you know, maybe you want to add some different testimonials or whatever, you can easily go in there and take care of that yourself. So it's not like you're going to need to, every time you get a new listing, you need to order a new listing presentation, because really you can just go into the, you know, the first page where it has the property address, and you could literally just change that out every time. So you'll be able to easily, you know, make minor updates and revisions as needed.
Okay. And my next question is this, because I currently use the listing presentation from Command, from KW. Have you heard of agents saying that yours is better than theirs, or vice versa? Do you know what the return is on?
You know, I don't know what the return is. I do, you know, the one thing that I will always say, and I give huge kudos and credit to Michael and his design team. Our designs are gorgeous. And so I mean, I think from just a purely aesthetic standpoint, I don't think that anything compares to what you can get through the Michael Lewis Marketing Suite.
Okay.
I do have a video on Command Dude YouTube website. It's a 42-minute video on how to do that listing presentation. I had to shrink it in half because it actually took me an hour and 25 minutes. And then I narrated over the top of it. And I'll tell you what, if you want to save yourself a lot of frustration, you'd have Michael Lewis Marketing Suite do that. It's very difficult to work with. I helped a couple agents go through these listing presentations, and they're hard to work with. So you know, if you got time, that's great. Do it. If you got money, go this way.
Okay, and so this is your team leader talking to you. It's called leverage, 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 and stay in your 20%. And your 20% is not messing around with technology for 3 hours trying to figure out how to do a listing presentation, because you should be going out and getting another listing if you have time to do that. Okay, so yes, time is money. The most important thing that we have is time. And I'd rather see you staying in your 20%. And if you need help to figure out what your 20% is, you talk with your leadership team and we can help you. I also have a question of myself, you guys. So once if I was selling and I have a listing and you guys make my listing presentation and I get another listing, do I still click the 125 complete list to close? Because that's a different package, right?
Yeah. Well, so every time you get a listing, you are going to click. I mean, you want to do the 125 list to close, then yes, you would click that every time. You know, and it's just going to, again, it's going to depend. I mean, do you need all the print ready files? Do you all need all the social media files? Or, you know, maybe you have something that, you know, is, you know, I'm gonna, you know, sign the listing agreement this weekend and it's probably going to have multiple offers by Monday. I think I'm just going to go with the social media bundle. So you can kind of determine, you know, what that looks like, you know, based on, you know, what your market's like, what the listing, you know, what kind of resources you want to put into marketing that listing.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Any other questions? I know that I think the chat has been going crazy, and I know our team is on here answering a lot of questions. And so I just want to ask our team, I know that Jackie and Cameron and Tina, they're on here. Ladies, are there any questions that you want to bring up and point out that maybe someone didn't see in the chat or that are not easily answered in the chat that we can answer?
No, actually, Trish, I've been doing a lot of typing myself. So if you guys see me in there, chatty Cathy over there, writing out all the stuff that's being said so that you can review this PowerPoint or this Zoom afterwards, you can actually read the chats with all the information as well.
Awesome. Yeah. And so we can, definitely do that and review the chats. And so thank you, Michael.
Yeah, I think the power of all of this, just to recap, and I know there's not a lot of questions, but the recap of this is time is money, as Michele said. And the idea here is this is like Amazon. You go in, you set up your profile once, you give us your headshot, your DBA logo, you put in a credit card information, and then within seconds, you can go in here, get a listing today, literally drag the pictures in and get all your stuff the next day. And it's that easy. And a lot of agents love that completion email, because when you get that completion email with all of those beautiful social media pieces and all the print ready files, you literally can forward it on to your client and say, look what I just did. This is all done for you guys. Now let's get this sold. And your agents, your clients are really excited about it. It looks really impressive.
And Michael, I'll piggyback on that, because I know we've have testimonials from agents, all over, the nation, and they tell us it's impressive when you can walk into a listing appointment and you can say, my in-house, marketing concierge team within, 24 hours of, taking this listing today, we are going to be able to have all of these items to market your listing with. And so it's impressive when they see the list. And then if you have some of the actual samples, you know, after you've already ordered a package, and you can take those hard samples in with you, and they can see the brochure, and they can see the flyer, and they can see the postcards. And then you can show them, you know, the digital magazine from maybe a previous listing. And then we're also going to have a landing page for your listing. We're also going to, you know, post your listing to our KW Connect groups. And for those of you who don't know what that is every agent with Keller Williams, you are a member of your Market Centers Connect group, as well as your Regions Connect group. And then some of you may be members of special member groups. So it just gives you additional exposure for that listing. And so, and additional exposure for, you know, the sellers. And so those are things that you can really use and tailor to work within your listing presentation, and show them that you have a full service marketing team supporting you. And we want you to be, you know, we want to be very clear. I mean, we are your, you know, personal marketing concierge. So you absolutely do have a marketing concierge for your team or your individual, as an individual agent.
Great.
Anything else, Michele? We want to make sure we get everybody's questions answered. Again, we're going to send that email out to Michele and your leadership team, and then they'll share some really cool tools with you as agents. Just, you know, more along the lines of, you know, where you access your Market Centers, you know, URL, you know, like what you have access to, what you can order. And there's a little video that goes along with it as well. And so we're going to get all those goodies out to you today. And Michele and her leadership teams will share those with you.
Yes, we sure will. We sure will. You guys, thank you.
All right, guys.
Taking time out of your busy day, Tricia, Michael, and team. You guys are so amazing. And I appreciate your support of always thinking outside the box on what's next for us. So thank you.
Thank
Thank you. It's our absolute pleasure. We look forward to working with you all. And I want to just be very clear. If anyone has any questions, call our customer care team, because they are the absolute best. And that's 310-606-2029, extension 1 or 2. You can actually reach them at, but they are phenomenal. So don't sit there. If anything is, you know, you can't figure something out or whatever, don't get frustrated. Call us and we're going to walk you through it.
Awesome. Don't hang up, you guys, because we've got a little bit more stuff to chat with you about. But anyways, thank you so much, Trish, Michael, and team. Once
Our
again.
pleasure. Have a great afternoon. Great week, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you guys, we are getting new locks put on the offices, and it started out with the new Lodi office on Ham. So we're very excited about this. And so you're going to have to be on the lookout from an email from Peggy. Make sure you use your KW email when you respond to her, because all you're going to need is your phone now to access any of the offices. As of right now, Lodi and Stockton's done, and I believe Tracy Manteca is being done as we speak. Because you guys, we are one office, just happen to have 4 different roofs, right? So the cool thing is you're able to work out of any of our offices, and this is something that we've always wanted to do, and we're doing it now. So yes, Holy Toledo Batman, right? You got it, baby. This is something that I don't even know why it's taken us this long to move forward on. So instead of the fob, because that was not fun, we're going to have this new technology. And Peggy, I don't know if you're still on the phone or on the meeting. Thank you so much for taking the next step and figuring this one out, because this was awesome. So thank you. Thank you. Patty, are you still on so you can chat up a little bit?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this system because it's so easy to use. It's just an app on your phone. So when you get to the door, you just open up the app and you let yourself in. So it's important though, if you don't normally go to one of the other offices and you know that you are going to be doing that on the weekend after hours, the alarm systems are still set. So get somebody to get you onto that alarm system, so then you do have access. But what I love about this is now if I've got clients that I'm meeting in Stockton, I can meet them at the office on the weekend after hours or in Manteca or whatever. So that is
Or if
really
you lose your
powerful.
key, like I have my key in different cars, you can just use your
Yeah.
phone.
I
I
can't
always
tell
have
you
my
how
phone.
many fobs have been lost as well.
Oh
So
my gosh, yes, yes. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Patty, I know Patty has a couple different announcements, correct?
I do. All right, give me 1 second here. I am going to share my screen. Okay.
There was a question regarding the alarms. Yes, you need to call the front desk at each of the offices. And typically it's the last 4 digits of your social. They just need to make sure they add it, because that's our way of tracking who's going in and out of the office as well. And who doesn't set the alarm, we can see, just so you know.
You're the last or the first person of the day, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so just a friendly reminder, I did push this back out on Friday to your emails we have on the roster. So if you did not get this email and you're on this call today, make sure you're updating the email address you would like us to use to communicate with you. By default, most of them are your @KW. So mine's like Patty Ortega @KW. So if you're wanting to use something else, just let our gals at the front desk know so we can update those. Know that there's 2 input forms. We are under 2 different brokers. This is a reason for viewing and for inputting, we must have 2 different sites. So Keller Williams, this is our coming soon input form. And of course, the results of that would be viewed through a different link, which again, were sent out on Friday. Manteca Modesto, this is what yours looks like, right? So we have our market center and our business center. Stockton, of course, that includes Stockton, Tracy, and Lodi under that brokerage. So just a friendly reminder, if you haven't seen that or want access to that viewing that list, you can reach out to me directly at pattyortega@kw.com. Another thing that came up at our, let's go here, on our private Facebook group was folks were asking, about Glide. Now, I have not used Glide whatsoever, but what I am super familiar with is DocuSign. And so for purposes of signing the PED, as most agents, right, you'll get someone that will text you an address when you're already out showing property and say, oh, this one just hit the market. Can you add this to our viewings today or tomorrow? And most times if you're out on the weekend already showing property, it could be a little bit challenging if you don't have your computer on you. So what I've done is used our DocuSign platform, which you're already really familiar with. And I've gone in and created 2 templates. One for a buyer, if I'm just working with one buyer, that would be on the PED. So one signer, right? And one with 2 signers. Because typically the clients I'm working with, it's either one person or 2 people. If I had multiple folks, then I can easily create a 3rd one. So by creating a template, now when I'm out in the field, I made these favorites. I do this right from my phone, you guys. I'm not even doing it from my computer, but I want to show you how simple this is. From my phone app, right? The DocuSign phone app. If I had one buyer that needed to sign, I literally just clicked use. And in the app, you would go to templates and say, use this template. Now, can you all see the pop-up screen that shows my name at the top? I'm not sure if I have to reshare. Yes, Patrick? Okay, very good. So from here, I literally, all I have to do is enter the client's name. So I'm gonna enter one that I know I'm working with right now, Devin. His name pops up already with his email address because he's part of this address book. In my app, I allowed my app to view all of my contacts within my phone. So as soon as I start typing their name, it pulls in their email address too. So I literally typed 3 characters. I have all my clients' information. It pops in. I've already pre-written the message and I just put the date and hit send and I'm done. Now, when I receive it, I get it first. So it allows me to type in the property address, which I literally just go copy and paste from my MetroList app. I paste in the address and I hit send. I sign it first, it goes to the client to send, then it sends it back to me in my email. So of course I can forward it to the listing agent ahead of time to get CBS codes or anything else I might need. So if you need help with this, I'm going to teach all our front desk gals how to do this, all our agent services coordinators, because that's truly what they help us with, but it's very, very easy. It takes me literally now a minute or less to get a Pete out while I'm in my car when a client wants to see a new property. So I wanted to share that with you.
And I appreciate that. So thank you so much, Patty. You're always bringing so much value, and I appreciate that. I'm going to actually stop the recording right now because I